Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, this thing absolutely blew up. So I think the last time I looked at this, there were maybe a few 100,000 downvotes. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, so you can see the first time I looked at this, I think it had 420,000 downvotes. And then by the time I finished editing, it had over 500,000 downvotes. And now, after the weekend, it has over 1 million downvotes. Now, this was as high as 1.2 million downvotes, and now it's magically down to 1.1 million. So where did 100,000 downvotes go? I don't know. That's an interesting question. What is YouTube up to? Well, who knows? But without further ado, let's get into this story. So as you've all seen by now, the trailer for The Little Mermaid with Halle Bailey is just blowing up. Now, the trailer and, in my opinion, Halle Bailey in it, in what is essentially it's a teaser, right? We don't really get anything. But what we do see is not bad. The actual graphics look pretty good that we see. And the singing from Halle Bailey is actually quite excellent. Now, I don't have a problem necessarily with having a black mermaid. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But as I have discussed in past videos, I think copying and pasting people of color into European myth and then telling them that that's their representation is completely disingenuous. It doesn't represent their culture. It doesn't represent who they really are. Basically, it boils, culture down to a skin tone, and then basically these people paste a skin tone into a European myth and say, see, you have representation, your culture is represented. Again, that's just disingenuous because people are more than the color of their skin. I would have thought a basic concept like that would be obvious to the woke crowd, and yet it escapes them because they think that they can simply copy and paste people of color into white European myths and go, see, representation, here's your culture. That's not our culture, folks, okay? Let me be clear. That is not our culture. It's not a representation of African culture to paste a Halle Bailey into The Little Mermaid. Now, I'm not saying she won't do a good job or she can't do a good job, and I'm not saying it won't be a good movie, but there are definitely some things that are concerning about this. Because when this happens, well, people always have the same concern, and that is that this is going to turn into basically woke version of diversity and inclusivity. And as we've already just talked about, woke diversity and inclusivity is only skin deep. Basically, they see people as a skin color and nothing else. Still, it's essentially just a European myth still. There's zero about African culture in this movie just because Halle Bailey is in here. But it gets even better. And that is this little gem that has popped up. And this is one of those things, just another warning, another red flag that we have to worry about. And that is New Little Mermaid and Snow White stars say their, quote, modern characters won't be defined by needing a man's love. So again, we are changing the fundamentals of the story. There will not be, Snow White won't fall in love with the prince, I guess, and the Little Mermaid won't fall in love with the prince and want to spend time on the surface as a result to get to know him. So instead, what is her motivation? Well, they'll have to come up with something else, and I'm sure they have. Whether that makes the movie good or not, well, that remains to be seen. But what's certain is it definitely changes the character. So at this point, they're changing the fundamentals of the story. Well, they're changing the protagonist's reason for wanting to be a human being, which changes the fundamental, the very core of the story. Could be good, but a lot of people obviously don't have faith in it. And that brings us back to the ratings and the score on this. Now, keep in mind, this has about a little over 9 million views. And yeah, so that's pretty good. Well, this one actually, the vast majority of those have actually turned into downvotes. So that is impressive. 1.1 million downvotes. As I said previously, 1.2. Not sure why that changed, but in any case, that's what it says now, with only 348,000 upvotes. So overwhelmingly, this trailer is getting absolutely destroyed, but let's see some of these comments that are absolutely hilarious. The part where Ariel lights up a cigar, sips her sparkling water, and asks Ursula, "What color is your Bugatti?" Absolutely love the part where Ariel says, "I'm not out of order. This court is out of order." Incredible acting. Love the part when Sebastian says Ohana means family, and family means nobody is left behind. And these comments go on. The part where Ariel swims through the ocean and says, "It's mermaiding time." The part where Ariel says, "Here's Ariel." It sent chills down my spine. That moment when Ariel said, "Get into the chopper." Yeah, tons of comments like this. So you can see people are just ravaging this and absolutely destroying it in the comments, in the votes. And keep in mind, like, most people can't see this vote. So when most people are giving it a downvote, they actually have no idea how many people are downvoting it. Now, those of us who do have this plugin installed so that we can see downvotes, that's why we see it. They just know that they didn't like what they were seeing because most likely they had concerns about the direction that Disney was planning to take the rest of the movie, and whether they were planning to change the fundamentals of the story, which they are, and whether they're planning to make this story about, well, some sort of woke identity politics instead of the story that they all know and love from their childhood and from the classic animated version that Disney already released. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, if you want to continue to smash the narrative, then smash that like and subscribe buttons. We have hit 500 subscribers, so now I just wait for the actual community tab to show up and be available to me. But thank you to everyone who has subscribed and who has helped make that happen. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.